How do you get real leads and traffic? What program actually works and is not a scam? Do you really make this, or can you really earn that with this program? And if so, how? And can you relate to any of these questions, or have these types of questions come across your mind? Well, if so, listen, this video is especially for you. So pay close attention, get your notepads ready. I'm going to answer each of those questions for you right now. Hey guys, listen, my name is Trey, and real quick, I want to get right into it. I want to answer these 3 questions, and then I'm also going to share with you how to connect with me, how to get even more answers and details to these types of questions, and to give you access to some of the ways that I generate leads for any business on a day-to-day basis. So stick around to the end of this video, and I'll even show you how to get some of this information for free, okay? All right, listen, let's jump right into this. I'm very excited to share this with you. Now, these are probably the 3 top questions that I get day in and day out when it comes to successfully working from home, or for ways to generate and to provide real traffic, real leads, real prospects to any and every business that you may do online and offline. So definitely make sure you pay close attention, okay? All right, so first of all, number 1, how do you generate real leads and traffic? Wow, this is by far the number 1 question most people ask when it comes to working from home. And sadly, this is the question that most people never answer correctly. Or when it is answered correctly, it's also the number 1 question that most people either just don't pay attention to, or just simply continue doing the things that they were doing before, or unsuccessfully continuing to market the wrong way. Well, listen, I am going to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But then it's going to be up to you to decide whether or not to believe me, or to keep doing things your own way. Now, first of all, why should you believe me in the first place? Very good question. Let me give you a very simple answer. First of all, I've been doing this well over 15 years now. I own about 7 or 8 traffic clubs, or I create programs for other people to help them do the exact same thing. I'll generate hundreds of leads and traffic on a day in and day out basis. You'll see some of that information on the screen right now, showing you proof of me getting leads in real time. And most of this is done on autopilot. And then most of all, and this is what I think qualifies me the most, I've done it wrong so many more years than I finally have gotten it right. And I think that qualifies me the most to know what works and what does not work. And let me give it to you straight. Okay, so what do you do? All right, so what do you do? And I apologize, I had to change scenery for a little bit, having some technical difficulties out in the field, but now back in my home office. Let's get right back into it. What is it exactly do you do? Well, listen, there's so many different ways to do it, but to get to the heart of what it is that you want to capture and what it is exactly that you want to do, number 1, you've got to make a personal connection with the person on the other end. That is an absolute must, because there has to be some measure of trust and accountability on your part in order to make sure that that person engages with you properly. So that's first and number 1. The second thing you want to do is to provide something valuable that fits their desires, that's appropriate for them, that takes care of their need. Now, I know that doesn't sound very luxurious or very important or significant, but I'm telling you, that is the key, and that key will unlock so many different doors for you if and when you get this part right, okay? Now, how to do these things correctly? Well, stick around to the end of this video, and I'm gonna share a couple of tools and my training that will help you do just that, okay? All right, so question number 2. What program works and what is simply a scam? This is another very popular and common question, and obviously rightfully so, because unfortunately there are a lot of scams out there. And yes, sadly, people are scammed every single day. It's just a part of it. So learning this truth can be painful, but it can also be liberating at the same time, because it will teach you and you will learn how to spot a scam or a fraud, and you learn very quickly what works and what does not work. I actually did a video on that very recently. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna link that video down in the description or to the left or right of the screen right now so that you can access that video. I think I titled it, "Is this a scam or are you scamming yourself?" Something along those lines, to identify the difference between the two and to provide some great content for you to make sure you understand and that you review, okay? So make note of that video, but let's get back to this. What works and what is not a scam? First of all, to answer that appropriately, it takes you working with or connecting with someone with integrity. I know that word probably gets lost in this industry of working from home and for operating your own business. And then of course, especially with traffic or lead generation. But I am so blessed to learn that there really are some genuine people with integrity that are yet still in this industry. And those are the types of people I love connecting with. And those are the types of people you want to make sure that you link arms with. These people are out there and they are a breath of fresh air in this dog-eat-dog world mentality of the business world. So find someone who identifies as authentic and someone that's sincere in helping you. And then you can honestly get their opinion, their feedback, and their expertise on what actually works, what's available, what's producing. And you can do, hopefully they'll do like I do. I tend to take what I know is available, match it up with what that person's skill set or what their desires are, and to make sure they have the appropriate fit for whatever's going to help them and their family. That's the correct way to do it. Okay, so I hope that helps answer question number 2. And then of course, last but certainly not least, question number 3, do you really make this, or can you really earn this amount of dollars or have this type of success with this program or in this industry? And then of course, if so, how do you do it? Okay, so obviously that's another very common question that I get. And of course I get it. I mean, we're all kind of tired or, burned out with the flashing of money and million-dollar homes and really fancy cars as a means to attract people to what we are doing as far as success. So that was the fad a few years ago. Fortunately, that seems to be dying out some. And people are becoming a little bit more authentic, which is so much more refreshing. But because of that being out there, this is not a bad question to ask. And so because of that, I do try to provide some type of proof for just about every program that I either work or that I promote or have some type of connection with. However, I do not go into full detail or go into a lot of the proof videos anymore unless I absolutely need to. And here's the reason why. I only share a little bit of the success of myself and some of the people of our team, mainly because it's our success. But what I mean by that is it's our success, meaning that results will always vary. What works for one person may or may not work for the next person, and it will never look identical or the exact same. And so because of that, we still can never guarantee anything, no matter how great the results are. There's always going to be variables. There's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, there's going to be ebbs and flows throughout this whole journey. So it's always far more important to have a mature and somewhat realistic idea of what the process can entail from beginning to end, so that you can appropriately do your due diligence and always assess risk reward to determine what's best for you. Okay, I hope that makes sense, because I really want you to understand the heart of what I'm saying right here. Success is out there, it's happening, it's taking place, but don't base your end all and be all on someone else's success. Use what you learn from them to create your own. Okay, all right, I hope that helps. But again, that's something I'll go into much more detail in some of my programs and in some of my training. Now, speaking of which, let's go ahead and segue and get into just a little bit of that so that I can go into a little bit more in depth on these issues and some of these topics so that we can uncover some of the things that will be most helpful to you. All right, so as I mentioned before, I either own or operate or even create programs for other people all the time that are built around traffic generation, lead generation, website traffic, and a few of those options that are available in some of the lead vendors that I use and that I have connections with. And so I'm going to list a few of those options in the description below. But I also operate and just recently relaunched 2 programs in particular that both teach about these topics and also provide a platform, a system, and a community that will allow you to safely and appropriately network the right way with other like-minded people, and to be able to grow your business, to grow your brand, to share and promote any program that you'd like with other like-minded people and marketers. Plus, they are both very affordable, which everyone loves, and can even be operated for free. So you'll learn a little bit about that. And plus, they also provide an extra and additional income stream, which is always pretty cool, as well. So the names of these 2 programs, one is MyTrafficDaily, the other is My Daily Leads Club. Now, MyTrafficDaily is probably a little bit more of the advanced of the 2. It has a very safe and very powerful no email web-based mailer, which simply basically allows you to send a solo ad type email to the entire database of our members, which is fastly growing every single day. And then you can do that as a paid member. And then as a free member, you can send it to a smaller portion of the same list. But it allows you to market your primary program or any business or platform that you'd like with a list of verified marketers and buyers, people who are in your niche that are actually looking for these tools, that are looking for additional resources or connections and contacts. And this tends to produce a more capable and more quality type lead for whatever it is you're doing online. So it's a really great concept. It also provides a place for you to display your ads, your links, other various platforms in a rotation on a timer. And there you can earn additional credits or even additional income by sharing your primary program or service. So it's pretty cool, and it's just a fun, safe way for people to connect and to learn how to grow and build your business and your brand, okay? So that's a little bit about My Traffic Daily. And then My Daily Leads Club is probably my favorite of the two because it's really a cool and very powerful system when it's used consistently and correctly, and it can provide residual traffic for you. It's very simple. It really just allows you to get traffic and daily leads just by promoting the link in the website itself. And let me explain how that works. When you create your free account with My Daily Leads Club, you're going to get your very own personal website link to the platform. And then once you start sharing and promoting that link, and once again, we show you how to do this inside. But before anyone that sees the program actually joins and creates their own account for free, they must review 7 advertisements on the front page for at least 15 to 20 seconds, depending on how the timer is set. So this basically virtually guarantees that a certain number of people are going to see your website, your page, your link, your program, whatever it is that you're promoting. And so this is a golden opportunity for you to get instant and daily traffic to your site. But what makes it even better, and this is what I love about it, not only will your referrals see your advertisements, but their referrals will see yours. Their referrals will see yours, because each time someone creates their account, your spot moves from spot number 1 to spot number 2 to spot number 3. So you're going to be in so many different locations. While people are promoting the program, they will also be generating traffic and leads to your website. So it becomes viral, it becomes passive, it becomes residual, and the fact that it's being done on autopilot as other people are beginning to share the platform with others. It's really a cool concept. So I think you're gonna love that. It also has a really cool advertisement board, which is very similar to like Craigslist, where you can promote your advertisements and anything that you want to share, again, with a very captive audience in a way that's very user-friendly for everybody who's doing the exact same thing. So those are just 2 of the systems that I definitely highly recommend and wanted to make available to you here. And both of these programs, as a paid member, you also get free access to my private one-on-one lead training and my private Facebook group. And this is where I go into full, all-out details on my lead training, all the lead vendors that I use, many of the unadvertised bonuses that are available for my premium members only. This is also where you can ask me questions. I can review some of the things you're doing and give you my personal opinion, my expertise on some of the things that I've learned. And this is the space where I release all my private videos and really the things that everybody in the general public don't get a chance to see. So it's very valuable. It's kind of a VIP setup to where this exclusive information is available to this exclusive group, okay? So that's pretty much it. That's it for now. I mainly just wanted to answer those 3 questions for you and to do whatever I can to help you analyze, to assess this working from home industry the right way so that you can finally do what's needed to turn that page and to unlock the door that maybe has been holding you back. So listen, I hope this was a help to you. If so, make sure you like, you comment below, subscribe to the channel so that I can continue to provide this type of content to you and for you, and so that you'll get the information first whenever I release the next video, okay? All right, well, thanks so much. Hope this was a blessing to you. Again, you take care. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon.